Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Today we're making something Swedish, something to do with fish. We're making cod meatballs. It's became kind of a classic Swedish dish. A lot of fish restaurants serve it. And I'm making a recipe from a restaurant in Gothenburg called Fiskekrogen, where I used to do an internship 20 years ago and made some very good friends there. Shout out to Michael and Magnus. And I got the recipe from Magnus because he still, although he doesn't work there anymore, he still does the cod meatballs every year for the Christmas buffet at the restaurant. So I got the refresher on the recipe. We should be good to go. But before we do, as always, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Check the little bell icon so that you get notifications when new content comes online. But now let's have a look at this beautiful board of ingredients. So it's kind of divided like this. This is the cod meatballs and this is the sauce. We have two beautiful pieces of cod. You need 3 eggs, an onion, about 100 grams of breadcrumbs, 3 deciliters of milk, some dill, salt and pepper. And then for the sauce, it's quite easy. It's called a Sandefjord sauce. Sandefjord is a place in Norway. And it's a very classical sauce to serve with fish in both Norway and Sweden. And it's equal quantities of cream, sour cream and butter. And we're gonna flavor it at the end with some cod roe. It's like Swedish caviar, basically, always comes in a tube, and some chives. So that is what we have. Now there's quite a lot of things going on, but we'll start with the cod. But while we work on the cod, we'll just pour the milk into these breadcrumbs and let them kind of suck up and then let them stand while we work on the cod. But let's get working on the cod. First thing we need to do is to get rid of the skin. Kind of angle the knife downwards and just follow the fish. A little piece left here. And now we just cut it up. Doesn't matter in what sizes. It goes into the blender. So we took off the skin, we cut them up in pieces. It goes into the blender. Put the blender together, hope for the best, and press the button. And that's it. Now we can continue. So we have a separate bowl here to mix everything together. Put all of the cod in there. We have all the stuff together. As you can see, the breadcrumbs kind of sucked up all of the milk. We can put that up to get some space. We have the eggs. I'm gonna need some dill, roughly chopped. That's a good amount. And last but not least, some chopped onions. Quite finely chopped. We have it all together. We need a bit of pepper. A couple of pinches of salt. Three large pinches. And as always, I prefer to use my hand. So we just get in there So we have our cod farce ready. We'll let it stand for a bit in the fridge before we make the balls. And in the meantime, we'll start up with the sauce. So in preparation for our Sandefjord, we'll just chop up the chives. That's basically all the work you have to do for this sauce. The rest is done in the pot. Chives are chopped. Let's get over to the stove. So as you can see, our pot is on. It's hot already. We've added our ingredients, the 2.5 deciliter of cream, 250 grams of butter, and 2.5 deciliters of creme fraiche. Put in a mixer. So this is boiled now, and that's all we need. We'll run a mixer through it. We'll add some of our caviar. Mix it a bit again. Give it a taster. We'll leave it like that for now. We'll add a little bit of lemon juice to it, some more of the caviar and some salt, but we'll do that at the end. So I don't know if you saw my Swedish meatball episode. If you haven't, you can check it out here. But it's basically the same thing. You take a piece. It's much easier if you have wet hands. And then you just roll. Or even maybe a bit on the big side. So, perfect. And that's what you want. Now I'm not going to bore you with the whole rolling. It will take probably 10-15 minutes. So we'll cut until when it's done. We've rolled up all our balls. Now let's put them in the frying pan. Put a little bit of oil. We'll fry them on medium heat. So I think we're good to go. I'll for sure be looking at 2 batches. I will start turning them. Now I would have preferred to fry them in butter, but I ran out of butter. So it's just grapeseed oil and neutral oil. Luckily there's enough butter in the sauce. So these are ready. We'll just put them in another container. And then we'll put that in the oven for now at like 60 degrees. And we'll do the second batch. And then we're ready to plate. So I think we'll cut to the plating now. We're ready to plate it up. We have some different carrots here. Some yellow, some red and some purple. Take a couple of our cod balls. Like that. And we'll take our beautiful Sandefjord. Just kind of drizzle it over. I'll just add a bit of dill on top. And there we go. We're ready to taste. Let's begin. Now you can serve this with pretty much whatever you want. I'm going to serve it with some potatoes, some potato puree. That sauce is fantastic. It goes with any kind of fish basically, and it's so easy. And you can make the sauce into kind of whatever you want. Now, I put some caviar in it and some chives, but you can put whatever you want in it. The important is the basis, the equal quantities of cream, creme fraiche, and butter. I hope you try this out. It's quite easy. It's a nice Sunday afternoon thing to do. And your family will thank you for it once they try it. Well, that's about it for this time. As always, if you stuck with me this long, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button. And if you haven't done so yet, the subscribe button. But all that's left for me is to say thank you very much. Goodbye. See you next time.